welcome back to another mini episode of Ancestors and Algorithms. I'm Brian, and wow, the success stories from episodes 1 and 2 have been incredible. You're all becoming quite the AI power users. Today, we're adding the third tool to your AI genealogy toolkit, Google Gemini. Now, if you already use Gmail, Google Photos, or Google Drive for your family history work, this episode is going to be especially exciting for you. Gemini is Google's AI assistant, and what makes it special is how beautifully it works with all the Google services you might already be using. By the end of these 10 minutes, you'll have Gemini set up and ready to chat, and you'll understand why having an AI that connects to your Google ecosystem can be a game changer for genealogy research. Ready to meet your Google-powered research assistant? Let's get started. Today we're setting up Google Gemini. That's Gemini, like the astrological sign. Gemini is Google's answer to ChatGPT and Claude, and it has some unique advantages, especially if you're already living in the Google world. Think of Gemini as that helpful friend who not only knows a lot about everything, but also has access to all your Google stuff, your photos, your documents, your email. Now, don't worry, it only looks at what you specifically ask it to, but the convenience factor is amazing. And yes, we're sticking to our golden rule. AI is your research assistant, not your researcher. Gemini is here to help you think through problems, organize information, and suggest research directions. You're still the genealogist making the important decisions. Let's get you connected to Google's AI assistant. First, we need to get to Google Gemini's website. This one's got a slightly different address than the others we've used, so listen carefully. The address is gemini.google.com. That's gemini.google.com. Go to your web browser's address bar at the top, clear out whatever's there, and type exactly gemini.google.com, then press enter. What you should see is a clean Google-style page with Gemini at the top and a large text box in the center that says something like, "How can I help you today?" You'll also see a sign-in button, probably in the top right corner. Now, here's what's nice about Gemini. If you're already signed into Gmail or any other Google service in your browser, you might already be signed in automatically. Look for your profile picture or initial in the top right corner. If you see that, you're already good to go. If you don't see your profile picture, or if you see a sign-in button, no worries, we'll get you signed in next. The page should look clean and Google-like. If it looks completely different, double-check that you typed gemini.google.com correctly. Here's the beautiful thing about Gemini. If you have any Google account, Gmail, YouTube, Google Photos, anything Google, you can use the same account for Gemini. You don't need to create a new account. If you see a sign-in button, click it. You'll be taken to the familiar Google sign-in page that you've probably seen before. If you see a sign-in button, click it. You'll be taken to the familiar Google sign-in page that you've probably seen before. Enter your Google email address. That's usually your Gmail address, but it could be any email you've connected to Google services. Then enter your password. If you have two-factor authentication set up on your Google account, that's where Google sends you a code to your phone. You'll need to complete that step too. This is actually good security, so follow the prompts and instructions that it gives you. Now, if you don't have a Google account at all, you'll need to create one. Click Create Account and follow the steps. But honestly, if you've been doing genealogy research online, you probably already have a Google account and just forgot about it. Try your main email address first. Once you're signed in, you should be back at the main Gemini page, but now you'll see your profile picture or initial in the top right corner. That means you're in. Here's something interesting. Gemini might show you some example questions or conversation starters. These can be helpful to get you thinking about what to ask, but we're going to start with our own genealogy-focused conversation in just a moment. All right, now comes the fun part. You're looking at Gemini's main interface, and you'll see that text box where you can type your message. This is where you'll have all your conversations with Gemini. Let's start by introducing ourselves and giving Gemini a job, just like we did with ChatGPT and Claude. Type exactly this. Quote, "Hi Gemini, I'm new to using AI and I'm interested in family history and genealogy research. I already use some Google services like Gmail and Google Photos. Can you tell me how you might be able to help me with my genealogy work, especially with the Google tools I already use?" End quote. Press enter and watch what happens. Gemini should respond with information about how it can help with genealogy research and mention some of the ways it can work with Google services you might already be using. This is where Gemini starts to show its unique strengths. Unlike ChatGPT and Claude, Gemini can potentially help you with things like organizing photos in Google Photos, working with documents in Google Drive, or even helping you manage genealogy emails in Gmail. Now, try asking a follow-up question like, quote, "What makes you different from other AI assistants like ChatGPT or Claude?" End quote. You'll notice that Gemini has a slightly different personality and approach than ChatGPT and Claude. Some people find it feels more integrated and helpful for everyday tasks, especially if you're already using Google services. Remember our golden rule. Gemini is here to help you think, organize, and plan, but you're still doing the actual genealogy research and making the decisions about what information to trust. Congratulations! You now have 3 AI assistants in your genealogy toolkit. ChatGPT for general research help, Claude for document analysis, and now Gemini for Google integrated assistance. Here's what makes Gemini special for genealogists who use Google services. If you store family photos in Google Photos, Gemini might be able to help you organize or find them. If you keep research documents in Google Drive, Gemini can help you work with those files. If you get genealogy emails in Gmail, Gemini can help you manage and respond to them. Over the next week, I want you to experiment with Gemini. Try asking it about organizing your genealogy research, planning your next research steps, or even helping you think through family history questions. If you use Google Calendar, try asking Gemini to help you plan research time. If you use Google Docs, see if it can help you outline a family history story. Just like with ChatGPT and Claude, all your conversations with Gemini are automatically saved, so you can come back and continue where you left off. You should feel incredibly proud right now. You've successfully set up 3 different AI tools, each with their own strengths. You have ChatGPT for creative research thinking, Claude for document detective work, and now Gemini for Google integrated assistance. That's a powerful combination. In our next and final mini episode, we'll be setting up Perplexity, the AI that specializes in research with real-time web searching and citations. It's perfect for when you need current information and want to see exactly where the AI got its answers. But for now, spend time getting to know Gemini. Ask it about your current genealogy projects. See how it might help with organization and explore how it works with any Google services you already use. The integration possibilities are really exciting. Thanks for joining me on this AI journey. You're building an amazing set of research tools that would have seemed like science fiction just a few years ago. I can't wait to hear about the discoveries you make using your new AI research team. This is your host, Brian, concluding another mini episode of Ancestors and Algorithms. I'll see you in our final mini episode where we'll complete your AI toolkit with Perplexity. Until then, happy researching.